This is a Power Ranger, and I will show you the best way to play like one in Dungeons & Dragons. My main goals for this build are to say it's morphin time and it actually do something, be a good team player, but also find a niche that separates me from being a typical full caster or a meat shield, and to also be able to summon a Zord to fight for us when we need a break from the front lines. Stay tuned until the end to see how we did, and don't forget to subscribe. The first generation of Power Rangers on screen were selected from human teenagers with attitude, so it makes sense to pick variant human as the starting race. We get a starting feat and we will be combining spells with combat, so the Warcaster feat is the best pick. Warcaster gives you advantage on saving throws made to maintain your concentration on a spell. You can perform the somatic components of spells even when you're wielding weapons, a shield, or both, and it also lets you use a spell with a casting time of one action that only targets a single creature instead of a normal attack of opportunity. Variant humans also get a starting proficiency, which we will use on athletics as all these teenagers were already in good shape. Using point buy, select 8 strength, 15 dexterity, 12 constitution, 15 intelligence, 13 wisdom and 8 charisma. Ratio bonuses increase dexterity and intelligence to 16. Power Rangers are sort of like their own faction, so we are taking the faction agent background. This gives us insight proficiency and the choice of another, which we will use on perception. Level 1 goes into wizard. Zordon is an ageless galactic wizard and we are his apprentices. Your power coin is pretty much an arcane focus. We get spell casting based on intelligence and the arcane recovery feature, which lets you recover expended spell slots once per day after completing a short rest with a combined total equaling half your wizard level. For cantrips, we take Booming Blade, Green Flame Blade, and Light. This foreshadows the martial nature of the Power Ranger and helps humans see in the dark. Some core first level spells that we want are Shield and Absorb Elements for damage mitigation, Protection from Evil and Good to resist the forces of darkness, Mage Armor to boost your AC, Expeditious Retreat to boost our mobility, and Featherfall just in case you need it. If you want anything else, you can take them at second level. Level 2 goes into Wizard, where you get an arcane tradition. We select Bladesinging, which is no longer race locked for elves only. Maybe Zordon is a high elf. Bladesingers get proficiency in the performance skill, with light armor, and a one-handed melee weapon of your choice. The best pick is likely the rapier, if you have access to one. Light armor usually falls behind mage armor, but spares a spell slot. Bladesinging gives you access to the Blade Song bonus action, which has a number of benefits as long as you aren't wearing medium or heavy armor, using a shield, or using two hands to make a weapon attack. These benefits are a bonus to your AC equal to your intelligence modifier, a bonus to your walking speed of 10 feet, advantage on acrobatic checks, and a bonus to your concentration saving throws equal to your intelligence modifier. The Blade Song lasts 1 minute and ends early if you dismiss it, are incapacitated, or do something that goes against this criteria. Your uses of Blade Song per long rest are equal to your proficiency modifier. Level 3 goes into Wizard and gives you access to second level spells. Some great spells for this build include Blur, Mirror Image, Shadow Blade, and Misty Step. Level 4 goes into Wizard, where we get our first ability score increase. We take 2 points in dexterity, bringing it to 18. With Mage Armor, your AC is now 17, with the shield spell temporarily boosting it to 22. Level 5 goes into Wizard and gives you access to third level spells. Wizards that don't take Fireball get shunned. Luckily, we have seen plenty of Power Rangers create explosive flames after performing a battle finishing maneuver. In addition, you might want to consider Counterspell, Haste, and Dispel Magic. Level 6 goes into Wizard and Bladesingers get the extra attack feature. When you take the attack action, you can attack twice instead of once. This Bladesinger variation of a well-known feature is unique as you can cast a cantrip in place of one of those attacks. For example, you take the attack action and one of those attacks can be the Green Flame Blade cantrip and the other attack is made as normal. Level 7 goes into Wizard and gives you access to 4th level spells. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything introduced us to the Summon Construct spell. It takes an action and can be concentrated on for up to 1 hour. The armor class of the construct is 13 plus the level of the spell slot used. The hit points are 40 plus 15 for each spell level above 4th. The construct has a multi-attack scale to the spell slot level and a host of condition immunities. This is your Zord. When you are in combat and need to strategically maneuver away from danger, you summon this construct to fight in your place. It shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. It obeys your verbal commands that don't require any action to issue, and if you don't issue any, it will take the dodge action instead. Level 8 is your first level in Rogue. You get an additional proficiency which we will put into stealth. We get 2 skill expertise, selecting athletics and investigation. Power Rangers tend to be able to struggle out of an enemy's grapple and uncover evil plots. First level rogues get sneak attack once per turn on attacks with finesse or ranged weapons if they have an advantage on the attack roll or an ally is within 5 feet of the target and they don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. This bonus damage is currently 1d6. We also learn the Thieves' Cant language. Level 9 goes into Rogue where we get the Cunning Action feature letting us dash, disengage or hide as a bonus action. Level 10 goes into Rogue where we get to pick the Mastermind Subclass. You become a Master of Intrigue, allowing you to mimic the speech of someone you spend 1 minute listening to, and you gain additional proficiencies in a disguise kit, forgery kit, a gaming set, and some languages. As a Master of Tactics, you now can use the help action as a bonus action, and if it is being used to provide advantage against a target, that target can be 30 feet away. Not only does this help your teammates, but if you have summoned your Zord, you can be giving it advantage once per turn without getting too close to the danger yourself. Sneak attack also increases to 2d6. Level 11 is your first level in Artificer. You get Magical Tinkering, which lets you bestow a number of minor magical effects to some non-magical items. You also get access to Artificer spellcasting. Pick 2 cantrips. I like Guidance and Spare the Dying, which matches the caring and collaborative nature of the Power Rangers. You can prepare some first level spells. The main one here is Sanctuary. Sanctuary doesn't require concentration, is cast as a bonus action, and can help keep you from being targeted while your Zord is active. Level 12 also goes into Artificer where we learn 4 infusions but can only have 2 active at a time. The 2 infusions we are going for are Enhanced Weapon for when we are in combat ourselves and Mind Sharpener to use on some robes as they don't interfere with mage armor, which will give you the ability to turn a failed concentration saving throw into a success at the cost of a reaction and one of its limited charges. Level 13 goes into Wizard for our second ability score increase, which we will use to increase our intelligence to 18. This boosts our AC and concentration saving throw while the Blade Song is active. Level 14 goes into Rogue for our third ability score increase where we take the Resilient feat, selecting Constitution. While it doesn't bring our Constitution up enough to affect our modifier, this gives us proficiency in the Constitution saving throw, which improves our concentration saving throws. This is important as our Zord goes away if our concentration is broken. Although this build has met its purpose long ago, it does feel like it's missing some of the combative skills that the Power Rangers have. For level 15 we take our first level in Monk. We get Unarmoured Defence, giving us a resting AC of 15. If you want to spend the first level slot on Mage Armor, it gives you 17 AC for 8 hours. We also get Martial Arts, letting you make a bonus action unarmed strike when you take the attack action as long as you aren't wearing armor or using a shield. This damage is 1d4 plus your dexterity modifier. Level 16 goes into Monk where we get Unarmored Movement, which is a plus 10 bonus bringing our speed to 40. We also get access to Ki, having a number of Ki points equal to our Monk level. These points can be spent on Flurry of Blows to make 2 unarmed strikes instead of 1 as a bonus action, or on Patient Defense for a dodge action as a bonus action. Level 17 goes into Monk where we pick the Kensei Subclass. Pick the Rapier as one of your Kensei weapons. The sub-feature called Agile Parry allows you to gain a +2 bonus to your AC until your next turn if you are holding a Kensei weapon and have made an unarmed strike as part of your attack action. Third level monks also get deflect missiles, allowing you to reduce incoming damage from ranged weapon attacks as a reaction. Level 18 goes into Wizard where we get access to 5th level spells. Take your pick from iconic spells like Wall of Force or something a bit more flavorful like Steel Wind Strike. Level 19 is our final level in Wizard. 10th level Bladesingers get Song of Defense. You can use this reaction when you take damage by spending a spell slot and reducing the damage you receive equal to 5 times the level of the spell slot. This is great for offsetting critical hits you're on the receiving end of. Level 20 goes into Monk where we get our final ability score increase. Round off Constitution and Wisdom both to 14. 4th level monks get Slow Fall, which is a reaction reducing your falling damage by 5 times your monk level. So how did we do? We can morph thanks to the Blade Song. While Mage Armor and Blade Song are active, you have an AC of 21. When you meet the conditions for Agile Parry, that increases to 23 each turn, and when you react with the Shield spell, that can temporarily bump your AC to 28. We are also a useful teammate by meeting the middle ground between Sellsword and Summoner. Typical turn would be taking the attack action, using your enhanced Kensei weapon for the cantrip portion of the Bladesinger's extra attack by using Booming Blade or Green Flame Blade, while also qualifying for sneak attack if you had advantage or an ally beside the target, and then making an unarmed strike as your second attack. As this then triggers your +2 AC, you make an informed decision on whether or not you use your bonus action for unarmed strikes, Flurry of Blows, or Cunning Action Disengage. When the front line gets too dangerous, you can disengage out of there and summon your Zord. As you have 2 levels in Artificer, you have a 6th level spell slot you can use for upcasting the Summon Construct spell. Then you can cast Sanctuary on yourself and use the help action from 30 feet away to give your Zord advantage. When it comes to maintaining concentration, you have Proficiency in the saving throw, a bonus equal to your intelligence modifier while the blade song is active, advantage on the save thanks to Warcaster, and if you suspect the triggering hit is going to deal extremely high damage that will make for a tough roll to beat, then you can use your Song of Defense to lower the actual damage taken. Movement speed while the blade song is activated is 50 feet, since we also have unarmored movement and we can bonus action dash without using ki thanks to Rogue. Our strength score is a little low, but we have a solid athletics bonus. Still avoid scenarios involving charisma or strength saving throws. So there you have it, a Power Ranger in Dungeons & Dragons. Subscribe so you don't miss my next video, leave a comment for suggestions, and if you haven't checked out my previous videos already, then take a look. I'll see you next time and thanks for watching.